And just to wrap up the last video, it turned off on me. And that's because my battery died while I was talking. Um, so they're the one with the actual pedophilia issues. They have issues with pedophilia. I've mentioned many times, and they keep claiming they are war. To them, war is to force people to have this kind of stimulations till they die. They're not at war. These people will never be at war. If you see them, you understand that these people are just in a program. Like it obviously seems like it looks like what it is, some kind of human experimentation where they employ contract people to be all around this individual to break them down. Well, obviously there's the radiations and other torture. There's also the psychological torture, which is meant to push somebody to lose their mind. And they kind of try to use people around to make you accept these things. I was like, oh, this see that. Oh my God. It's like, no, they manipulate me. Just to have this back and forth, that's nonsensical. Every time I look at a kid, there's gonna be something happening. That's what they do. And then what happens now is like they no not even then now what unless the kid looks like a 10-year old or where if they can have this back and forth in my head, it's like how old is she? And they can try to make you believe maybe she's like just like that person, maybe because she's Indian, they might look a little different, a little, she might look like a teen, but she might actually be like an adult, and so and then how Indian, and they try to get this so you can like get this back and forth. They do that all the time. They've done it so many times, all the time. Try to make me imagine somebody the other way when you have like no, this is just not. They've done it so many times. To me, even like it's funny. There was like another time where they started making me think. I follow somebody like on Instagram, like Kevin Hart, right? I've been watching his Instagram for years. Like I follow him. I'm a fan. I think he's funny. He shows his family. Uh, he shows his family, and he's I remember seeing the family grow up and everything in his community. And now because of what they're doing to me, I feel uncomfortable going to this profile because of what they do. And one point, they also did this thing. He has like a teenage kid his daughter. And I remember she's when she was the baby, and not too long ago, I think last year or so, I see the oldest daughter and the oldest boy together. They're both team, and they're like teens, and they try to make me think, oh, maybe she's like an adult. Like now she's 18 years old, and just to get this like make me think that way. They try just and for no reason. Like I'm not even interested at all. But they know me. I remember these kids. They're still kids. Like this kid. I remember this kid. This part of Kevin Hart's like life. And as people who follow him, you just see that, and they're trying to make me think she was like 18 at the time. And at that point is like, like okay, I don't track how old, oh, how old is she now? Like I don't. So in my mind, it's like okay, she could be 18. I don't know. But then I'm like, just I go look it up. Now she's actually 17. Okay, you see, and they're like, oh, you see, you want like it's just nasty, and they force you to give like simulate. Like I used to be able to see her. Like now I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even look at because they do these things. They have no shame. They make me look at kids this disturbing way. But on top of that, they try to get you this back and forth argument to just force you to have like a, a weird stimulation, not even stimulation, a weird like perception. I think in their mind is like if he thinks they are adults, he's gonna remove his guard. He's gonna let whatever they do to him happen, and that's probably why they want to have this back and forth. But I was like, even that is fake. If this Kevin Hart was 18 years old, Kevin Hart daughter was 18. I would if she would this stimulation will still be fake. I don't have this stimulation. Like this is not natural. You're forcing me to have these things. They have no shame. They're disgusting. So to all my target individual, To wrap up the part two of the last video, they're gonna do whatever, to try to make you accept this nonsensicalness, and they're gonna use like the people around you believe it. It's like no, I know they're involved. I'm in a program that your whole ecosystem is meant to break you down. And these people think, oh no, I think it's only you guys, you feminist looking people, who is involved in this program in this way, who knows that this program is meant to break. Yes, torture. You guys torture people, and it's not just you analyzers. Even the people who look a little bit more of sketchy, they're involved in the way you are involved. They want me to be like, oh, you see, they're gonna believe us. We proved it. No, they're with you. They know how it goes. They know that you manipulate my brain because they're also gonna do it, and they're gonna act accordingly. It's like no, they believe us. No, they are with you. They're working with you to do these things. Just they think I'm gonna be like, oh no. It's like no, I understand. Everybody understands. They're gonna continuously do these things toward kids. Even like a Kevin Hart thing where I was like normally watching, and now they try to force me to look at her in a sexual way, and then try to have this argument like if you so disgusting and so sad. In my head right now, they make me think of one of the last picture of her and her daughter. I was like, oh, beautiful young lady, huh? Good for her. She's good. But I would not have none of the sexual stimulation. This is disgusting. They try to get you to see kids in a sexual way and be actually stimulated by them and want you to be like it's you. So to all my target individual, be strong, whatever horribleness. And I know I'm not helping my case in the regard of the torture. I'm giving them more like they want more to they want to break me down more because I keep saying it like that and they don't want that. They want they want me to to completely like accept their reality. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. And so what's gonna happen is like they're gonna torture me because I'm not going with the BS. And they're like, oh, you'll scream. And mind you, I'm talking about some of the weakest human beings, which add to the psychological annoyance. Because you know these people cannot even do anything. Like they can't like they are just some of the weakest of the weak. Truly like, oh my gosh. And they talk about how they're gonna see you. They're like, we're gonna watch you die and scream and all that's like what a weak life. I don't care what you see. I don't care what you watch. Right? And they're like, you are nothing. Oh gosh. They listen to this person try to make you accept these things. Telling you you're nothing. So what are you? Trash. So to all my target individuals, stay strong. And no justice will be done.